and I'm joined here tonight with Dom and Blair. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Hey, man.
Dom, long time no X-Wing.
That's right. I've been kind of out of competitive X-Wing this year, but still following and
Damn
still
shame. It's a damn
still
shame
playing
for the
games.
community, Dom. You didn't even defend your Galactic Cup title. What the hell, dude?
I know. It's a little sad. Yeah, it's been so long that now Sozin's pretending that Tex won.
Nice. That's funny. I forgot about that. Indeed. So tonight we are broadcasting BMF versus Muon in the Team Covenant Aces Relegation League. Nice. So have you guys had a chance to look at their two lists?
Oh yeah.
I've made my prediction. I'm already way behind the eight ball because I had Tex going all the way and he got knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I don't feel too bad for you though. Nice. So let me bring up the list here, and we'll go through it again. You guys can tell me what everyone's flying. So we'll start with Muon. So Muon has a 3-ship rebel list. He's got Jake Farrell, Miranda Donnie, and a Stress Hog. His Jake Farrell is equipped with Push the Limit, Tidal, Veteran Instincts, Proton Rockets, and Auto Thrusters. Miranda Donnie has a K-Wing, has got a TLT, Crew Baka, and Ion Bombs. And then the Stress Hog is a classic equipped Stress Hog. It's got Twin Laser Turret, the R3A2 Stress Droid, and the BTL A4 Hog Tidal. What do you guys think of this list?
I've flown something like this a lot, as I know you have as well. Jake Miranda, and then Stress Hog or Jake Miranda, and then
Right, I've flown this list without the ion bombs a lot.
yeah, and it works really well. It doesn't look like much on paper, but when Miranda, she's a real beast to take at the end of the game, and Jake's really hard to pin down. So it just kind of the gold takes down the ace, and then the other two just wear away, chipping away bit by bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a cool tactic here with Chewbacca, which is that you can use that to regen shields with Miranda with her special ability.
Yeah, this is one of those toolbox lists. It's got a good end game piece. It's got some ion bombs. It has stress and a good ace. So and a proton rocket. So it's really got a lot of ways to counter enemies.
Yep. All right, Blair, you want to walk us through the other list? What BMF is flying?
Yeah, Galactic Champion BMF is basically pretty much Nathan Ide's list from Worlds, except it's basically swapped out Predator for VI. So he's got the little Proto in there, just naked. Well, he's got Chardon, but that's it. And then he's got Poe with R5P9, Auto Thrusters, Predator. And then he's got Corn with R2D2, Fire Control System, Veteran Instincts, and Engine.
Yeah. So, do you like this list better or worse than Nathan's list?
I don't like it as much. I love the action economy that you get from Corrin, being able to push with him. You've got 5 actions available to you. I love having Predator on Poe, but I think I would personally go with Nathan's loadout, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think that BMF is not happy to see a Stress Hog across from him.
Certainly not. And these two players very evenly matched, both very talented players. But I think looking at the paper matchup, I think I would rather have Muon's list. I think when you have those regenerating aces, the two things you hate to see is control, and then stuff that can hit with a big amount of damage in a short amount of time, like a proton rocket. So even though Corrin's a 10, he's going to move after Jake. This is one of those situations, I think, where if you're Muon, you have a chance to get that procket off. You take a focus and a target lock and basically just go in with the knowledge that you're probably going to lose Jake that turn, but if it means you can take out Poe or Corrin, I think you'd take that trade-off. Just lose Jake and trade him for Poe or Corrin, but it'll be interesting to see if that comes up.
Yeah, I think a Poe versus Miranda endgame would be pretty funny. I don't know
Yes,
who would.
and is there a round limit for this, or are we doing 15 or not?
That's a good question. I'm gonna create a little counter just to track the rounds for fun.
Because this definitely is one that, yes, it definitely could go. If it comes down to that, basically, I can't see how anyone would be eliminated. Really, you'd have to make a monumental error. And
Yeah, didn't you end up in one of these with Paul Heaver with Jake versus regenerating T-70 X-Wing?
I did. Yeah, it was. It took us a long time to play it. It ended up being a draw. We declared a draw with Jake versus one of the T70s with R2D2. One of his two draws that year. The other against Ricky. This is in the season 2 of Aces.
Yeah, I generally like the corn build, but I never liked VI and engine together. So I like push with engine, because then you frequently want the engine to help you turn with him, so you can bank an engine and start getting turned around. But with VI, I just feel like you've got one action. How often are you actually going to make it engine with Corrin? So I would rather the engine points go to the proto or go on, help buff up Poe somehow.
Right. So, what do you think BMF has to do to win this game? Because I think everyone has concluded that he's under the 8 ball here. How does he win it?
you got that, Dom, or?
Yeah, well, you can start.
Well, the one thing that I think Nathan said this in is when Team Covenant guys were interviewing him after Worlds, is the one thing that he felt like people really didn't give his list much credence for is that proto, and he really knew how to use that thing. He pulled off some awesome blocks with it. He would have got me with one, except he flew him over to a debris, got unlucky, and the proto died. But he would have had a real nice block on a K-turning B-wing that I had not seen. I didn't think he would go for. So he's really got to make some use out of that. If you can get a nice tackle in on Miranda or Jake, line them up against Poe and or Corrin, ideally, that would be huge. And you don't necessarily have to dodge the stress hog. One thing I've seen a lot of guys do, if they haven't, is you just boost into range 1. If you know it's going to be hard to dodge him, just maybe bust out like a 5 forward if you're kind of going towards each other. That way you just take 1, you get behind the hog, and now that hog is basically a shuttle. It's just stressed out. It's going to turn way slower than you are. You don't necessarily have to dodge it. That's one thing. People get terrified of it. It's not... And what I found flying that thing at Worlds is like it's really not even the hog. It's just the threat of the hog is what really scared people. So people always would say, well, you got to get that hog first. I don't necessarily think you have to. I think if you just take 1 stress and then you get behind it, now you're in a pretty good spot. But we might see him go early for it anyway. But he definitely can't let it, let one of his aces get tagged with that double stress and then have him be put in a bad spot as well. So
yeah, I think it's kind of what opportunities given to him. So if he can get the proto up and block Jake and then put Corrin double tapping and Poe into him 1 round, he'll probably take him out, and probably before he shoots the procket. So that would probably be my main goal. If that's available, I'm going to take it, right? Otherwise, I think he's got to take the gold out, sooner rather than later, so it doesn't tag both of his aces, and he ends up in just getting whittled away. Yeah, but Jake can go down really, really fast with even just a core and double tap, as long as he loses his actions.
So we are waiting for Muon to come back. He, I think his toddler has awoken. This is the fear that every X-Wing father lives with.
All the lists disappeared too.
Yeah, I think Muon may have reset. Oh, you mean, yeah, they'll come back. Nice. So speaking of lists, Dom, I know you probably have not been doing much X-Winging, but anything with the new waves? Any new list? I know you usually cook stuff up on your phone. You got anything good for us?
Oh, with the brand new stuff, the
Anything
unreleased
new?
stuff.
Do you have any Quisitor bills?
I don't. I don't
No.
have anything for you actually. I've been
Oh.
following along. I've been kind of excited by what I'm seeing from the tap,
Hmm.
um, but I do not have a single bill. I actually put something in my phone today, looked at it, and really questioned, you know, questioned where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
It was a 5 green build.
Let's see. Push the limit on each one.
No,
Oh, was it Juke?
it was juke and crack shot.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. That that's interesting.
What were you gonna take the worlds if you ended up going Dom?
I was probably going to end up taking Brobots.
Mm.
But that advanced sensors HLC kind of asymmetrical one
Mm.
with B and C, I was really enjoying that towards the end of Aces, and felt really good with it versus Aces and versus the at least the TLT matchup.
Okay, Muon is back. Hopefully the child's been pacified. And I think we're ready to start.
So have you guys thought about your store champs lists yet? Anything working through right now for you?
Yeah, well, I've got about 10 or 11 test games now with my 2 red vets with Crackshot, R2 unit, and integrated astromech, a stress hog, just like the one we'll see here, and then a prototype with refit and auto thrusters. Muon took this list to a small store tournament up in his region and took first place with it. Went, I believe, 5-1. And said that it flew pretty well for him, although he was nervous about its ability to withstand a long end game. So it's great for like a kind of 60-minute match, but he's a little nervous about flying it for 75 minutes. But I really like that. If the Inquisitor were out, I would likely fly the list I played against Blair the other day, which is three Omegas with Juke and Comms Relay, plus an Inquisitor decked out either with PTL and auto thrusters or with proton rockets, and
So
a guidance chip, assuming the guidance chip comes out in time. But
okay, so it looks like with rocks here.
oh yeah,
Um,
they're placing.
Yeah, it looks like Muon's been building a triangle in the middle, and BMF's been spreading them out. So that's Muon's triangle entirely, all his rocks. Do you like that choice?
Yeah, I think that you want to have good shielding for your stress hog on the left on the left flank and the right flank, and oftentimes you can just fly the hog through those pyramids, or through the asteroids, and get some decent coverage. What do you think?
I think the ship with the TLT would want the tight circle so that Miranda can kind of play ring around the Rosie with that, and more with the ion bombs and with the stress, it kind of creates more control for him. The closer the rocks are together, but not too close, which I think is what he did in the middle here. So I think it's a smart play.
Right, so we see Muon is basically he's kind of getting his angle here. So you can't see this, but I'm drawing on the screen with my
Yeah,
telecaster.
we need like joint telecasters.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. There's some like basically screen synchronization tech. I might try it out.
No, I'm watching Twitch. I see you.
Yeah, the other option this gives him is he's basically kind of maximizing his optionality here. So I like this approach vector with the gold.
This is like a gold shuttle.
Yeah. Alright, now he's just going to scoot Miranda right in there with him.
Oh, he's really playing gold shuttle here.
He's going to self-block.
You'd think so.
So, for all you viewers at home, this is a kind of standard trick if you want to delay for a round or two, is you just block that gold up against Miranda, do a 1 forward, and then come in after it. One of the keys with flying a stress hog is you want to be fairly slow. You want to wait to see where your opponent's ace is going to commit, and then don't let the ace out of your sights. So by doing the self-blocking move, he's kind of giving him more time to predict where the ace is going to go. Okay, looks like we're set up. Players are telling each other good luck.
Okay, so interesting. I think all of BMF is up at the top, which is closest to Jake. So it kind of puts Jake at risk here. Jake wants to kind of turn right and go north, but he's really running risk if Corin and Poe kind of go all out for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if he'll turn away.
Oh, you think he's going to turn back south?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Jake did not turn south. That'd be pretty risky to fly him right into that, because he doesn't really have any place to retreat if he goes north. The provided BMS ships come right at him,
Yeah.
provided they don't turn south as well.
I imagine Miranda just goes 3 forward, 3 bank here and just zooms along the south edge of the map. Playing quick though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is the self bump. Okay, interesting. It chose not to boost. Kind of says something about the timing that he wants to reach this center zone. With Poe, I mean.
You think Corin might be moving a little faster?
I would think so, yeah.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he went
You
5
kind of
forward.
want to form that echelon so that they bank or turn really cleanly and have a nice line.
Yeah, the pattern I've noticed is that the outside ship needs to always move the fastest, because if it wants to join combat with everyone else, it's got more distance to cover. So it needs to kind of have a faster dial.
I'm sure he's considering the barrel roll right here.
Uh-huh. Or the boost.
Yeah, he might even boost.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's a thing of beauty to watch how fast Muon goes through those actions. He has got that down pat.
Yeah, so muon is the main reason why we're probably all here today. Without muon, this doesn't exist. He's the guy that wrote the X-Wing Vassal author, along with a number of other people I should mention, but muon has definitely been the kind of driving force behind it.
Oh, and it's improved just so much since the the 2 years or so since I've been playing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good now.
Yeah, so muon has a tip jar. I will put a link to his tip jar in the show notes. If you're feeling grateful like we are, highly recommend you throw him just $1. That's all it takes. 10 people give him $1, he's happy. He can buy a ship. We did donate some of our Scum and Villainy Patreon dollars to muon.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's right. It makes those broadcast games possible.
That's right. I'm hoping that more. So Scum and Villainy has a Patreon. I'll link that as well. So keep us in our X-Wing.
This is interesting. So it looks like BMF kind of has more of a jousting list, right? He says face to face, head up. He's got more power. So I would think that muon here would want to play a little cagier and not meet him sort of face to face. But BMF seems to be corralling him towards the center or bottom left. So Blair, what would you do with Jake here?
Yeah, it's very, because you always want to try to get a flank in there with Jake and just let him get it that procket off unmolested. But yeah, he's got that wide arc coming right at him. He's really in a tough spot. You, you got to try to split up Miranda and Jake, I think, and draw fire off at least one of them, so you can potentially use, one of them for bait and the other one chase. And then, I like what he's got. The gold potentially is going to be something really nice here, because now if these aces give chase to Jake or Miranda, and that gold can get behind him and just start tagging him with stress, that could potentially play very well into Juan's hands. But yeah, he's facing down those 3 ships. They're turning in. He's got to try to break them up in these rocks somehow, so they won't be able to focus fire on one of them ships he's got.
Yeah, I think Jake might want to one right turn here and kind of barrel roll back right.
He certainly could, yeah. But the thing is, BMF's coming in kind of slow, so even if he does that, BMF's not committed to going into those rocks. But if he does that, he could do that with Jake, and then go forward with Miranda, or maybe just like one bank in. That would kind of set up that. I was going to 2 left bank with
Okay,
Miranda.
so he's going to try and get space with Miranda.
Yep.
Probably a slam 2 turn.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, Miranda's kind of the key piece here. I think he wants to bait Jake or Gold and get Miranda around and start doing consistent damage. And if she can get to range 1 and eat a shield, she can really put a big hurt on.
Yeah, she could one-shot that prototype. So I think Corrin is online for that rock. He should barrel roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can Corrin maybe trying to think of a way for him to not get zapped by that gold. I don't think he can avoid it.
Yeah, Muon's gotta like that. They're really just coming right into that arc, and they're gonna get caught in that asteroid field, and that gold is potentially gonna have a lot of targets because they're all just jumbled up.
And there's no one really threatening the gold's flank, so he's got a really clean run right through the rocks.
Yeah, I think this is why I would have preferred to bring that prototype up from a flanking position, so kind of come from north to south, like instead of doing a 2 forward like you did, actually just do a hard 1.
Yeah, and now I think Muon is in a good spot here. Now could definitely be a time where he 1-hards Jake, barrel rolls back, then maybe just boosts right, and just continues to suck those ships into that asteroid field, set up some targets for the gold, and then just kind of get Jake out of there, reposition him, try to get him come back in on a flank. Like, basically, I wish I had your teleillustrator, Sozin, but I'm hard turn right, barrel back, boost right, and then just kind of loop around the north side of that big debris coming from behind him.
With which ship? We're talking about with Jake?
Jake,
with
yeah.
Jake.
Jake going around the east of Space Cat.
Yeah, and then...
Oh, wow. See, I thought he could have done that previous turn with a hard 1, right? But now he's too far forward, right? You're saying go all the way around Space Cat.
I think if he 1-right turns, he can barrel roll right back and then boost right.
Uh-huh.
And it might take another turn or 2 after that, but if that gold will start just lining up those ships with stress, and then particularly if Miranda can get off that ion bomb and then get behind him, could potentially really set up a nice juicy target for that procket.
Yeah, I hear ya. So my instinct is that feels a little too finessey, and that given how fast things are coming in, that Jake just needs to get up there and deliver the procket. Kind of what you're saying at the beginning of the episode, that if he can...
Yes, he certainly could, but they're getting into it now.
Yeah, you see, it's coming in too fast. You don't have time to pull off that maneuver.
Unless they're gonna slam with Miranda here, but I don't think he will.
Wouldn't be a bad one. I mean, it would take him out of range. Of course, if you're going to take early damage with any ship here, Miranda might be the one to do, right?
Yep.
Okay, well now he's arrived to a joust, and I don't think that's exactly what he wanted.
He meaning BMF?
No, BMF definitely wanted joust.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Muon, yeah.
He didn't win a joust, but he does. The gold still is in a very good position, so it's really going to be interesting to see who comes out. And I mean, if you get in there, if you get off a focused target lock shot with Jake, and you basically trade Jake for Corn, I think Muon would be perfectly fine with that.
Wow, how about Muon, instead of just barrel rolling back, and like not having a stress on him, instead went full turtle. I guess he's worried about Corn, huh? Yeah.
Which I don't know. It would be range 3 because he's not gonna be able to boost out of that unless he barrels and boosts. But then he's just not gonna have modified attack. So I think Jake was pretty safe there with auto thrusters.
Yeah, agreed. Miranda's about to get lit up, but she's got the asteroid blocking for her for both Corrin and post shot. Yeah.
Corn is gonna be close. Might just have her.
I'll tell you what, next turn Gold's going to get an ace. One way or another.
Yep. BMF's got a barrel roll here, I think.
You mean barrel roll back?
I think you have to barrel roll left, whether you want to go back or not. Because if you go back, I don't think you're getting a shot. But look at how... I think any move he does next turn, if he stays there, I think he's going to clip that rock.
Guys, I see a kind of ominous port. It's a boat coming off our port bow.
Uh-oh, it's a space pirate.
It looks like a space pirate to me.
Okay. Let's hit hyperdrive.
Yeah. I don't know. This guy looks dangerous. Just don't.
He's got us in his tractor beam.
Don't move too suddenly. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good.
Oh, he's gonna do a manual roll. Wow. I wonder if Muon is taking offense to this.
This is just to put it in his eye. We'll see if Muon says anything.
Oh, and it's a full forward one too.
He's gonna be like, I worked for 5 hours on that feature.
Anything you can do to get your opponent off his game, get him steaming.
That's right.
Yeah, former world champion Emmanuel Lasker said that the best move is the one that disturbs your opponent the most.
Playing mind games, right?
He was that dude was very much a mind game player. He was so good that he could play suboptimal moves, and just to kind of freak you out, and then he would outplay you in the resulting position. I've
seen that happen in X-Wing too.
Mm-hmm. Now, in chess they've almost completely directly correlated mistakes with heart rate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when that heart rate picks up, the probability of mistakes skyrockets. They asked chess players to wear heart rate monitors so they could do a study. And I think that's probably true for any game.
All right, so in the end, he full barrel roll left back. This actually is nice that Poe's firing first here for Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
She can get her shield back if she does lose.
Yeah, Okay, here we go. So I think he's thinking about spending both, which he probably should.
Well, he's got Predator.
Oh, true. Yeah, he can just reroll one. So he rerolled one and he poed the other. Okay, he's gonna get a shield.
For now. Okay, target. Which do you go after? I'd say probably Proto, as he doesn't have the auto thrusters.
Whoa.
Plink. And then I'd guess he shoots 2 here and regens a shield.
Yep.
I
Good
see
call.
I see a lot of players do that the other way, and I think it's strictly better to do the larger attack with your dice modifier, like a focus first roll, and then if you roll 2 eyes like he does, you have the choice of using it there as opposed to like saving the good attack for second. If you roll 2 eyes with the first roll, then what do you do? So you kind of have a better chance of knowing more about whether or not to use your action.
That's
when you roll more dice first.
Sure. Okay, 2 from the proto. Oh, look at that. She's gonna take 2 shields after all of that. Oh, BMF is gonna love it, and we're back to dials.
So now BMF might be tasting blood for Miranda. She doesn't have a lot of great places to go here, unless he slams his way out of it. Poe had initiative, right? Yeah, he shot first.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the guess the move game. I will try to go first. I'm thinking the proto is going to want to do a hard 3 left, and then maybe just boost in there or do something to be annoying as much as possible. Like, the proto's got to get into the thick of things.
Yeah, if he 3 turns and boosts, he might be able to block a Jake 2-bank.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
come
Jake
in.
would just be a sitting duck.
Yeah. I think I got a soft 1 here with Poe. He's gonna take his time to maximize. Then a 1 forward with Corrin. Wait, guys, I've got bad news. That pirate ship that was on our tail earlier, it's back.
Oh god.
Uh-oh, he's coming on board. Hide your grog.
He will drink it all.
I think he's drunk. He's having a hard time getting on board the ship. Look, he's just fallen back into the water.
Gentlemen, how's it going?
You give up.
It's our pirate lord.
Yep, Yar or whatever. What is is the space version of Yar? Yar. I mean, I don't understand why it wouldn't be, but. So I've been. What have I missed so far? Did they start up down or did they start
Left, right.
and then they made the turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miranda lost 3 shields, or excuse me, 2 shields.
Yeah, that's okay though.
And plinked 1 off the proto. And here we are.
And I was
First
just,
crisis turn.
I was sitting here just telecasting what I thought was going to happen. I think the gold is going to just do a 1 forward.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's got tons of shots. I mean, he set the gold up really well.
Miranda, geez, I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to.
She can get burned down, but I mean, if she doesn't get burned down, she's mostly going to be okay.
She can slam out of it. She can do a 3 and then a 3, and just get out of dodge. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm having a hard time guessing what Jake should do. I mean, I guess it's got to be a 2 left bank.
I don't love Muon's position here. I think if I had to pick, I'd take BMF in this spot.
Yeah,
Jake's
how do you
vulnerable
really
to the block?
Yeah, the thing is that like who does he want to get shot? Like, you got to pick somebody to get shot, and with that high PS, it's kind of weird. You don't have a guy to dangle out in front and take up all your hits. That isn't super important.
Yeah, he might want gold to take the shots, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna die anyways. But then that stress is super useful.
Are we in round 3 or round 4? Round 3?
I think that was round 3. I think this is coming into
Yeah,
4.
I believe so.
Gold bump,
So-
one forward.
Dom, hearing your voice just like brings like so much happiness inside of me. Just so you know, I feel warm inside. I feel love and joy, a little bit of sadness because you're not with me right now. Um,
Well, the feeling was mutual until that last bit.
what? No,
it's-
what?
I'm
no,
excited,
it's
man.
Simply love, simply love. No, I hear you're gonna have a kid in like less than a month, right?
Oh, it could be soon.
Man,
Yeah.
that is exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna have a daughter, and
Do you know? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you know if it's a boy or a girl yet?
yeah. It'll be a while till she starts playing X-wing, but we hope when that day comes, I will be very proud.
To me, like that's like my number one reason I want to have kids is all my friends have kids and they don't play role playing games anymore, and so I'm like, well, I need to like build myself a D&D crew.
Dude, that is a powerful motivation.
Like I need to just like that. I need to fill up some of this what I'm losing here. Like it's harder to meet people who play RPGs, like because you just don't run into people like that
I
anymore.
mean, if you think about it, like, you know, playing with dolls and making up stories, which is what little kids do, right?
That's like beginners role playing.
Exactly. Like my daughter and I like role play all the time. We're constantly like acting out little scenes that she wants to invent, and like, I'm like, kid, it's gonna be awesome when you start role playing with me.
I thought that was Imperial Assault. Zing.
No,
I still haven't played Imperial Assault yet.
it's good. It's really
Like
fun.
I'm sure it's good. Like everything that they've come up with Star Wars wise has been good. The LCG's good. X-wing's obviously very good. Armada's good.
All right, so this turn is critical. Blair, what do you think? What's going on here?
I decide to take a break to eat and call me 2 seconds later.
Go back to eating. But
Well,
you're
you know
about
what
to miss
would
it,
be
dude.
crazy? This would be a little crazy, but 3 forward, the gold. Oh, that might bump Jake though. But I was thinking you could just 1 forward him, and then 2 right bank Jake, barrel roll and boost him, get him out of dodge.
Uh-huh.
You can go like a 3 forward with Miranda,
And
3 left
yeah,
banker,
yeah.
get her out of dodge, and now your gold is sitting long range, and she's got her aces lined up, and your 2 money ships have just gotten out of there. No shots for them.
But if you're gonna do
But-
that, why not just 1 forward the gold and just like slowly just pot shot away?
Yeah, you could do that,
Uh-huh.
but that'd be pretty risky. But
Yeah, I feel like gold's gonna go 1 forward. Although here's the problem: is I'm terrible with aces. I never know when to bring them in. Like I'm always super passive with them, and you don't get them during the money round, right? Like, you know what BMF's gonna do. I mean, he's pretty much just gonna go in and try and focus fire something down. Although I'll tell you, it's a little weird having that prototype on the far side of that battle.
I wonder if he just like gives up on Jake here and tries to one-shot, proto the face Poe.
Mm-hmm.
So just put the rocket right into him now. Try to drop Poe this round.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so
That is interesting.
It's,
What did he boost the wrong way there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would you?
Oh, he
why would
did.
you-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
He's headed back. He just boosted the wrong way.
Everything's fine. It's like, wait a second, guy.
Yeah.
That is a real ballsy prediction. I love prototype.
Muon, good sport.
Prototype A-wings have got to be the greatest. My favorite ship to fly in the entire game. You don't have to care about them, and they can do so much annoying.
Oh, the two bank on Jake might make it.
Yeah, it'll clear.
Yeah.
That does block the 3. Does it block the 3 forward?
I mean, one thing he could have done here is 2 bank Jake in, 1 bank Miranda in,
No,
and
Miranda's
just
clear.
try and kill Poe this round.
Uh-huh.
Eat the shield, do the do the high dice, and then just drop Poe. Because I think gold Miranda and a limping Jake against Corrin or even if you lose Jake, I think Miranda and gold against Corrin and Proto might be a convertible game.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a 1 forward from the gold. So
Yep.
okay, and there's the 1 bank. Hey, I'm 3 for 3 so far, guys.
Now, does Miranda
1 forward with
one
Miranda.
bank left, one forward, or does she
One
turn
forward.
right?
1 forward.
This seems like such
2
a
forward.
dangerous thing to go into.
Wow. See, now that potentially blocks the 2.
Yeah, so he might be going 2 forward here, or getting out of dodge like Blair suggested.
Yeah.
But certainly Miranda is
She's thinking about.
That is super
slamming-
dangerous.
She's thinking about slamming
into-
left. Yeah, slamming into Corrin and hoping that she can block Corrin.
She could also 2 bank left slam and
Yeah,
might possibly block Corrin and get out of post.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
I
that's what I'm
see
talking
where
about.
I see where your head's
There
at.
we go.
There she is. I
There
think
it
she's
is.
out. I
Yeah,
think she's clear.
she's probably.
She
clear
sets
that
up
shot.
an awesome bomb next round too.
Oh yeah, true. That's nice play by Muon. He's
And
now.
Jake clears his 2 bank.
Well, and he went the other way. Interesting.
Okay.
All right. Hey. Wow. We all kind of called pieces of this one. That's interesting. And now he's probably gonna.
If he boosts, he's got it.
He'll focus
Well,
and then boost. He should focus and boost. Because that puts him in nice flanking position on the next turn against Corrin.
Just a little surprised Muon wouldn't 3 forward with Miranda. Maybe he was worried she'd clip the debris, because now if Corrin does a 1 forward, he's got her an arc, which I guess she can run and maybe regenerate some shields, but she's probably going to eat that double tap.
Yeah, does
Okay.
she probably lives that, right? What is that, 4?
Here
She'll
we go.
live, but you hate
It's gonna hurt.
Oh,
really
2 forward. He's
bad.
gonna bump. Look at that.
Oh, just done. Wow.
Wow.
Great.
Muon is loving that.
Yeah, this is really gets him out of trouble.
Uh huh. So it's actually very similar to what you were talking about, Blair.
Yeah, and what like Dom said, I mean, that ion bomb, look at what that's going to do. I mean, that is going to be hard. His only hope really is to just like 4 forward everyone and then boost them to get out of there.
That's right, like full.
But they're going to be double stressed,
drill.
so he's not going to be able to. And look at the position that Jake's in. You can easily 2 left turn, and he's going to be right back in there.
with a procket up somebody's rear, whoever gets
Yep.
ions. Yeah, this is a good spot for him.
That's a good block. I love blocks.
Okay, so he's gonna hit the debris, which means we're gonna see 3 evade dice with that gold.
The Y-Wing's got agility, man.
Note the good dice clearing technique by the players. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. Okay, 1 hit. And he's gonna get the fire control system. Easily evaded.
That gold's not long for that world, though. I mean, it's very possible that he doesn't live to fire next round. Unless they run away from that ion.
Oh, he'll be fine. I mean, Poe and the... Oh, you mean the next round he won't be firing, yeah.
Yeah. He'll fire this round.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna predator that.
Pret and convert, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to pred both. Okay.
Okay.
And then it gets it.
Yeah. And he keeps the focus. Okay, the gold takes 2.
All right, who do you, Corrin or Poe? Poe probably more dependent on the action, since he's got the R5P9.
If you're trying to focus fire, though, isn't Jake going to try and go after Corn?
Jake afterwards. I mean, he's going to zoom around and he has his pick, right?
I think I'd go for Corrin because not only do you have a chance to get him for 1 shield here, maybe even 2, probably not, but you're going to double stress him. So now next turn he has to go green, right? Well, if he goes green, he's eating that ion bomb, and he can't boost. So he's going to
That's
eat
right.
that ion bomb.
Yeah, regardless, he's going to eat the ion bomb.
So, and then, next turn, that's even worse because now he's stressed. He's going 1 forward. He's not even regenerating 1. I
And
think
he
I
only
go
has the
for Corrin.
bank. Yeah.
Then you're able to just go in and kill him with a procket.
You might not even need the proc. I mean,
Yeah.
Miranda with that TLT.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Muon is thinking about stressing out 2 targets here.
I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, he's got to go for Corrin. I mean, you guys agree, right? Or are you saying Corrin just to set up the whole ion bomb trick? All right, there he goes. He's using R3A2, I think. Yep, he is.
Yeah.
2 versus 5.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that one to hurt.
Uh-huh.
The TLTs might do something.
Yep. So,
Not that he's not going to R2D2 it away.
okay. No problem.
He does get another die, but didn't need it.
There we go. 1 shield.
So BMF gets one more die, right? It's through the obstacle?
Range 3 would be 2 dice. Obstacles 3 dice. He rolled
Corrin?
3, didn't he? No, it wasn't.
Corrin shorted himself a die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should have been 4.
It's too late, though.
Yeah.
All right, and the stress hog just lost.
I never feel comfortable saying anything, and because if it's a real game and they're just playing by themselves, there's not going to be anyone there to. That's kind of on you, So.
Yeah, it's called kibitzing is the Yiddish word, to kibitz,
Okay.
to comment on a game in progress,
Ah.
Like
within earshot of the players.
Yeah. It bugs me when it doesn't quite go how it should, right? Like, he should have gotten another die. He earned it.
No, yeah. I follow what you're saying. Like, my preference is to make sure that everything actually happens, so it's not just a matter of like we forgot something and it was like an accounting error caused the game.
I
I think if Muon had noticed, he would have said something.
I don't think you double tap with Corn here. Because I think you're going to get
I don't think
range
so
one of the
either.
gold next round and slaughter him.
Yeah, but he could. Yeah, because he's gonna get ion, but he'll still get a shot, and he'll have the fire control system. So, yeah, I think you're right. Just hold off on the double
Yeah.
tap.
I mean, I imagine he's thinking, okay, gold's dead. Let's turn Poe around and go after Jake or Miranda and Proto too, and just leave, a double stressed ion Corrin pointing away from the board just to kill the gold and try and recover. So it's possible he just one forwards Corrin here, and if he just to take gold out, get his shield back.
I want to see that bomb. I'm excited. This is something that I definitely want to see. I haven't seen an ion bomb actually on the table yet.
Didn't you send out some screenshot of like some crazy bomb action from one of your Aces game this year?
There was
Was it clusters? I think. Oh, he's doing it. He's taking the second shot. Here we go. 3-on-3.
And he still has the action. We
Yeah.
got the crit though.
He's gonna spend the lock. Oh, see? How about that?
He's gonna roll 3 evade too. Okay, 2.
All right, so he's gonna take a crit to the face,
ooh.
and it's a direct hit. Wow, I don't think that gold's gonna survive the next round. Like you said, Ricky.
Yeah, once he was
what's gonna
taking
happen?
3 shots.
What's the danger to him? Proto's
The
probably not gonna stick around.
It'd be
Poe.
Poe.
Poe's
He
gonna
could
kill
zoom
him.
forward, but he could just zoom forward and get in Poe's way, unless
Yeah.
Poe K turns.
Just do like a 3 forward or 4 forward.
All
I
right,
guess-
so you're the gold, right? Your whole goal is to
Get ioned. It's gonna get ioned.
Yeah, like your goal is to block here. I mean,
Yeah.
and who are you blocking? I mean, you're going to get shot from Poe most of the time if Poe's moving one forward, but I suppose then Poe's also looking to avoid that ion. That's interesting.
Okay, so can you guys walk our viewers through what's going to happen when that ion bomb drops?
So it's like a seismic charge. So he drops it before he activates, and then at the end of the round, it goes off. Everyone within range 1 will get 2 ion tokens, even though it doesn't matter here, but it does ion large ships in 1 round. I mean, they're going to be sad.
Yeah, well, that's super bad for aces. They don't like taking concentrated fire, but I mean,
It's particularly bad for Corrin because he doesn't even get to regen one. It's for those who don't know, when you're ionized, you perform a 1 forward as your move, and it's a 1 white forward. And if you read R2D2's reading, you got to do every time you do a green move, you can regenerate a shield. Corrin's already down 1. He's only at 2. He doesn't get any actions. Everyone knows where he's going to be the turn after he's ionized.
that's for
tough
reals.
spot to be in.
That's next level art that you're bringing to the table here, man.
It's a boob
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
with some hair growing from the nipple.
You've got a lot of expertise in drawing those, I imagine. Like,
You're just provoking me here, Ricky.
I can't help it, man. I don't know. It was useful though because I think like I was looking at that and I was like, oh, that's probably about the area too. So at least like you got the area right. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, range 1 is 2.5 ship lengths, so you can just draw a 2.5 ship length circle.
I don't think he's going to avoid it with. I mean, he can, but he has to go all out to avoid this ion bomb, which is, fine, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Corrin can. Even like a 5 forward, I think it's just going to catch him. I don't think there's really anything Corrin can do. He's just in a bad spot.
It's funny though. Even though BMF's about to get trashed by the bomb,
What's it going to do is what I'm thinking.
yeah, like he's got plenty of health. Look at that. I mean, like he's doing fine.
How
it's
are
really-
you taking advantage of it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is now, after the bomb, Miranda is like free to roam, and Jake's going to zoom around and stick a proton rocket up somebody's tailpipe. So I think you could go downhill real fast for BMF here.
So Jake hard turns, right? And then boosts and then maybe gets a bank, right?
Yeah,
And
Yeah, for sure. He'll do a hard left 2, focus, and then boost with the focus, and then target lock, and ideally drop a procket. That's his ideal scenario. But that's not going to happen. He won't have range 1.
He's not going to have a procket for 2 turns.
Yeah.
He's not going to get it this turn. He'll get it next turn if he does it right.
Yeah, the only way he's going to get the procket shot is if Corrin inexplicably does a 1 forward. Oh, look at that.
Man, if he chose
Now he's going to be stressed in ion.
But at least it'll be pointed in the right direction.
I did not see that.
And look at that. The gold is going to avoid the ion, I believe.
Yep. I think BMF was hoping Muon was going to blast ahead trying to block Poe. And that's why he did that, but it's not going to work out.
Backfired
for him.
here.
Yep.
And now, really importantly, Poe has to show first. Wow, this init is really coming in handy for Miranda. Okay, he's just going to take it.
You're thinking about just doing like a hard 3 and then boost just to avoid it.
It's entirely possible that gold won't die this turn.
Yeah.
At this point, because the A-wing's not facing him, Corn can't shoot, so it's a 1-3 dice attack against.
Yeah. Probably pretty close to 50-50. Oh, he's going to boost.
He wants the 4 dice just to.
He's got pred, so it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Now they're just going to bump into each other, aren't they? After they're ioned?
Yeah, actually.
It's funny that. Yeah.
Man, they're gonna bump, and Jake's gonna be right behind him.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I think the boost is a mistake for that reason. All right, wow, look at the 2 left bank clearing. That is gorgeous. Or is that a 1 left bank?
One
One
left.
left bank, yeah.
One left bank.
Uh-huh.
Muon is playing like a boss.
Yeah. Man, he's gonna... He chose to focus, not target lock. Okay, unfortunately, he will not have room to... Look at the boom. BMF said he forgot about the ion
They
bomb.
forgot about the bomb.
Oh.
Someone
If,
always does.
If
Whether it's
he
the guy
could,
who has it or his opponent, someone always forgets.
if he's looking for the angle, he could barrel roll boost.
Ooh, good
Bat-
call. Good call.
Back it in, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the angle, which I think you should look for the angle.
He's
Well,
gonna-
hold up,
He's
hold up,
taking
'cause
the
you really
focus
want
target
3.
lock. Yeah. He wants to get that shot. I'm not sure he's going to though. Maybe he'll barrel roll. He's going to target lock, focus, and then barrel roll.
Yeah, he would need to. Because the thing is that look, like his green moves hard turn 2, right? Well, hard turn 2 is going to get him on the debris field. He's got to figure out a way to get the angle to go around it.
Mm-hmm.
He probably should have set up for that.
Yeah. But
So I don't think Jake's going to be able to get his Procket off next turn. I don't think he's. I mean, Corrin we think moves a 1 or 2 forward, 1 forward maybe. Then moves a 1 again.
He's thinking about putting it on. He might be able to get it on pokes. If he 2 banks, then boosts. Look where Poe's going to be.
yeah, well, and he'll be ioned and blocked.
Poe is going to be right there where he is now because he's just going to bump the Proto. I think a 2 left bank and then a boost, you could totally get a Procket off on Poe.
Yeah. Yep.
Jake with the 2 banks going to be around where Corn is at a different angle, and then he boosts, and then yeah, he could get range 1 if
Yeah.
Corn's not in the way.
Yeah, Corrin actually may want to just self-block there, but...
He doesn't have the actions to.
Well, he'll run into Poe, and then I guess he's going to take Jake's Procket shot, so that's probably why Jake is trying to figure out who to Procket.
He's not really going to have a choice, right? He's going to be ioned.
Oh,
They're
true.
all going to be ioned.
Yeah, he went with Corrin. Interesting. I think that's still okay.
Ooh, and he gathers another stress.
Another stress. Ooh.
He will get the shield back, though.
Does he roll a crit on the debris?
Oh!
He takes it.
It's so
He will not
ridiculous.
be able to regen from next round, which really makes him a yeah. And he's going to run into the gold. I think he bypasses the
Oh,
proto.
the gold does not get ionized.
Oh no!
No way.
Hmm.
Muon, the master of the bomb, masterfully done, Muon.
Uh-huh.
If you told
Well, I
me he
mean-
was going to ion all 3 enemy ships and none of his,
Oh, man.
Yeah, that is sick. I should mark what time this happened at. We're in round 6 now?
And Miranda gets a shot. If this gold lives here,
Do you shoot Corn still, or do you go after
I-
Poe,
I'm
thinking
like-
that Poe's going to be the one that has the Procket shot?
I think you go Corrin, because Poe's going to have the auto thrusters
Okay.
again.
This looks good for him. He's got hit and a crit out of the
He's
gate.
got the double predator.
Here comes the pred.
Oh.
And-
oh,
yeah.
Over.
well,
Jeez,
he needed that.
predator has been money.
Yeah, he needed it and he got it.
Yikes.
Oh, major explosion and a direct hit? Jeez. Okay, that puts him at like -2 or 3.
I was getting some super ultra negative A-wings the other day. Like 5 damage cards on an A-wing.
Awesome. See, there's like one hole left, and then he got nuked.
Yeah, it'd be like this like strong adventurous A-wing had been so good and like not dying, and then just out of nowhere takes like 4 damage.
Looks, I think he's clearing the rock, right? Or
Mhm.
that he's clearing the debris. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a clean shot. So
So he chose corn.
yeah,
I like that.
you got 2 of them.
Gets
Okay,
one.
that's 1.
Now, does he roll 4, or does he recover, or just roll 3?
I think he's got plenty of time to recover. Roll the 4 and try to. Although
I would get
Nobody's
damage.
turning around. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad time for it.
Huh? You know, I believe the A-wing and Corrin are going to clear each other.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, Jake is not going to get his rocket shot. Okay, he went with 4, and that looks
Oh,
like
and he got it.
yeah. So that's 1, and Miranda will lose his shield.
So Jake can't hard turn, so he can only take. So he would take a bank, then a boost. Does that get him to Poe? I don't think so.
No,
Not unless he can fit like a miracle barrel roll over. Oh, you mean for Poe? I was thinking for Corrin.
He's not gonna be able to get corn.
I mean a hard 3 will get him around that.
How does he not have stress? Did he not take 2 actions?
He did not. He only took a target lock.
Nice. Okay, then maybe he can.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think a 3 will get it.
Although he'll. Let's see.
Ooh, that's nice. Hooray! Good for you. That makes me happy.
I think Jake can 2-bank here, boost left, and then barrel roll back, and get Corrin.
That'll be a range 2 shot, though, right? Oh, look at that.
So you guys know this. Oh man, boo. I was gonna say that A-wing's gonna do all the work.
Miranda.
It already did a lot of damage previous turn, but now Miranda's just dodging. All right, and that puts us into round 6. Or round 7, excuse me. Guys, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, at least BMF doesn't have to like think about any of his actions, right? He's like, all right, I'm
set.
I'm good. I'm good. Whenever you're ready.
The only thing for Muon, though, is now Miranda's kind of out of. She might not get a shot this turn. And yeah, 3 left turn.
How far was she from that would be a Poe? Because
she might get a shot. It's gonna be
if
close.
if she won, she might have a range 3. It'll be close.
But that 3 left turn with Jake, that would be an incredibly gutsy move. Because I don't know if. Oh man, I don't know if that would clip the debris or not. If it clips,
Yeah,
you hate to have that.
It's super close.
But you know what you might do here? You might just take a shot at the proto with Miranda, and then take a shot at the proto with Jake, because your Corrin is still going to be double stressed next turn, and then try to procket Jake, finish him off, or sorry, procket Corrin, finish him off, and now you've got Miranda and Jake to go 1-on-1 against Poe, or 2-on-1, sorry.
Oh, come on. I want to see him be aggressive. Even if it goes horribly wrong. All right. So a bump. The fact that he's not getting rid of that stress has to be so frustrating.
Yeah.
Just like so frustrating. Or recharging his shields.
So now that these guys are touching at the same angle, do you think Poe jumps over the proto?
Ooh.
How does that? There's been rulings on that, haven't there?
I believe this is in the FAQ.
I know they
We-
put in the fact that if they're
We're about to find
Same.
out because someone will know. Okay, they went back.
I need to know for just knowing
Okay, so
purposes.
I guess you don't clear it. You stay put.
Yeah, it
All
looks
right.
like where they had put them on Vassal, it didn't clear.
Oh, but I guess what's the technical reason? Like if two ships are completely parallel?
Yeah, if they're exactly and it's exactly range 1, you think it would just be able to clear.
I'll just ask the Twitch channel. Twitch channel, save us.
we
what-
need to be smart.
What does the FAQ say?
So we went for a bank. If he
Oh, look
boosts,
at
he's
that.
got it.
You see, if he had target locked, I guess he can boost and barrel roll,
he
right?
still can, he can
it's
focus
already
the
in
boost.
range 1, isn't it? Can't he
No,
just
of Corrin.
yeah?
Oh, but
he
oh,
can
Corrin's
switch
gonna
it all
zip
to
past.
Poe.
Yeah. Switch it all to Poe. Yeah, that looks like range 1. But let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, it's range 1.
He focuses, boosts, and then second action switches the target lock.
Typo tells us that it will not clear. Thank you, Typo. Oh man. Come on, Jake. Do it. Switch that lock.
Jake's got an embarrassment of targets here.
I don't know, because he's already locked onto Corrin, so he's thinking. I mean, I was thinking he was gonna. I know I'm not saying this is right, but I was thinking you just shoot the proto with Miranda, and then shoot it with Jake as well, just to finish it off, and you still got Corrin double stress. You can probably finish him the turn after, because I mean, how much damage is a procket gonna get through on Poe? About 4. Now you have a tough decision at that point because they're both at half, or they're both down to 2. Miranda's out of position. I think you want to try to finish Corrin for sure here. That's a risky move to let it go on Poe and bring them both down.
Well, he's thinking about doing it. You see, he boosted, and now he can take the lock if he wants it.
Or we can take the lock on the proto and just try and, with Miranda and him, just kill the proto before it shoots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Corrin's kind of in a tough... Even after his one
Yeah,
turn, he's still
Corrin.
double stress
Corrin's
pointing the wrong
screwed
way.
For he's screwed for 2 rounds.
He's going to get 2 shields back, but he's not going to have any shots for a while. Probably 3 rounds.
He lost